Hello, I'm Jillian Laing, the CEO of the World Macadamia Organisation. It's November 2021 and I thought I'd give you an update on where we're at as an organisation and what our priorities are going forward. We are the World Macadamia Organisation, here for the love of macadamias. I know how much love goes into creating your amazing superfood, and we want to give it the best of opportunities. Also, when I talk to people in my day-to-day life about macadamias, the most common response is, oh, we love them and we want to build that love too. We have an emblem for the World Macadamia Organisation, and each element of it has meaning. The outer circle and the 4 dots represent the world and the 4 corners of it. The 3 circles in the middle represent the wonderful macadamia, and the leaves represent newness and growth, that we're a demand generation agency seeking new consumers and new growth. You may be wondering, if we're so loved, why do we need a demand generation agency? And the reason is shown here in this graph. There is significant growth forecast in the supply of macadamias. As an industry, you'll be really aware that it takes between 4 and 7 years from when you plant a tree to when you produce a commercial volume of nuts. And this gives us a good sense as to what the supply is likely to be in the future. Between 2010 and 2020, supply doubled from about 110,000 tonnes to 220,000 tonnes. And the numbers I'm using are all nut and shell at 3.5% moisture, which is the data reported to the INC. It's expected to double again, this time in about 5 years, and triple in 10 years. So our challenge is to not only ensure that there's healthy demand for this new supply, but also that we retain the premium position that we enjoy. We're expecting over 600,000 metric tonnes in 2030. So where are we at? We incorporated in Singapore in September 2021. And we chose Singapore because it's a central location, it's independent from producing countries, and also there's a favourable tax status for our type of organisation. We have 6 countries on board at the time of incorporation: South Africa, Australia, Kenya, Hawaii, USA, Guatemala and Vietnam. And we're having the elections in November to determine our chair, vice chair and directors. And our year 1 activity planning is well underway, and I'll share some of that now. The positioning territory we're exploring is where healthy meets luxury in a natural way, focusing on the great health and wellness attributes, premiumness and our inherent naturalness. This is a territory full of opportunity. We have chosen 3 areas for focus of demand generation. The first one's China, and in particular we're looking at increasing frequency of consumption in China, so getting the people who are buying them but only having them maybe once a year to have them more often. Secondly, we're looking at the plant-based space and the whole food space, and looking at this group of consumers who are choosing to eat less dairy and eat less meat because they're concerned about health, the planet and also animal cruelty. And we're not just looking at vegans, but also what we call flexitarians, people who do still eat these products, but are increasingly wanting to include plant-based foods as well. And thirdly, we're looking at India. And in this area, we're looking at gathering information to seed the market there. India's a big nut market, but not so big for macadamias, and also has a significant wealthy population. Our first activity will be around nut and shell in China. It's about bringing emotion to macadamias in and around family moments relating to festivals. And we'll start with Chinese New Year and then look at repeating that emotional moment for other key festivals. The repetition is a way of bringing frequency, and we call it ritualization. We think there's something really interesting in the sensorial experience of nut and shell, and we'll be looking to explore this more. We'll be announcing it to the trade in mid-January and then with consumers in late January. In addition, we have a range of enabling activities. The first one is around product standards and creating a global standard for macadamias. By doing this, we can ensure that we're meeting the needs of customers and consumers over time. The second is around positioning and making sure that we create a global positioning platform. My favourite global positioning platform is Avocado Fruit of Life. What is Macadamia's equivalent of this? Then we'll be looking in the area of health and wellness. What are the benefits that we want to shine a light on, and how do we help consumers find out more when they want to? And lastly, data collection, collating industry data and creating a roadmap going forward. All of these activities will together strengthen our industry and help underpin the growth ambitions that we have. So in summary, by coming together as an industry, we're able to create new demand, and not all demand's the same, so we're after the best kind of demand. We're able to shape and own the story for our wonder food, and we're able to protect and build our premium positioning. My sincere thanks to the industry for getting us to this point. I think it takes great foresight to invest in your future, and we'll deliver a strong industry with this investment. Thank you.